I grabbed my Besnfoto Rolltop Backpack and decided to use it as my main carry-on for my travel to Europe. I packed my Canon R6 Mark II, my Sigma 60-600, my Laowa 85mm macro lens, wallet, passport, notebooks, my 2 laptops and much more. I got on a plane and flew to New York with Air Canada. I flew to New York with United Airlines for a stopover and then continued my journey to Zurich, Switzerland. Hello, you're watching Andy's Weekend Art and my name is Andy. Starting off, in my 25 years of traveling, I learned that I never want to check my valuables in and entrust the airlines to get them from point A to B. In this video, I want to share my experience when traveling with the Besnfoto Rolltop Backpack as my primary travel bag. Is this backpack any good as a carry-on? Is it good on planes, trains and automobiles? Is it good to have on your back for several hours? Can it hold enough? Is it practical to access Compartment? Let's get into my experience using the Besnfoto as my main carry-on. When I packed the bag, there was ample room for my camera gear and my travel essentials. There are two main compartments, the lower part which is padded and customizable for your camera gear. There is a spacious rolltop compartment that can be used to store your other items. All my camera gear and accessories that I wanted to bring on this trip fit into the backpack without any problems. But here is where I ran into issues with this backpack. The backpack has two compartments, which are roomy and good for your camera gear and loose items. However, when traveling through airports, I want easy access to my documentation such as passports, visas, wallets, headphones, maybe a book, gum, Tylenol, Gravol, and so on. Since the roll-top compartment is one large compartment, it wasn't conveniently accessible, nor was I in the mood to swing the bag around and go into the roll-top compartment to search through all the loose items every time I needed something. Now this is a very personal opinion, and you may be okay taking the bag off and digging through the roll-top compartment anytime you need something. For me, this was reason enough to bring my trusty PacSafe sling bag along. This second carry-on was more convenient to grab my essential travel items. PacSafe, in case you haven't heard of this company before, specializes in bags with extra safety and security features. My old sling bag has some anti-theft measures such as clip-in zippers, cut-resistant straps, slash guard, and is RFID scan proof. Looking at their website, I noticed that their new bags have a lot more features than my 10-year-old bag, and they are still very pricey. Now I know one of my primary objectives is to review budget-conscious product, but I believe there is no compromise when it comes to safety and security. So in this case, I spent the extra money and have no regrets. This bag was untouched in Paris, where my wife's purse was emptied while she carried it. It was untouched in Beijing, where my friend's camera backpack was emptied while on his back, and it held the contents safe when a friend who borrowed the bag ran from the driver that killed 86 people in Nice, France. Their products are solid, and I'm adding a link to the website in the description below. Albeit convenient, the quick side access to your camera is not necessarily the safest in busy areas, such as airports, markets, or tourist areas. I bought a lock for the quick access and secured it that way. If you're planning to travel in a busy area, I suggest you make sure your bag is secured and easy access is not possible. Now, I was carrying two bags, but since the sling bag is very small, it didn't bother me at all. I kept the sling bag on my front and had access to everything I needed when I needed it, and I kept the backpack on my back. With all the gear, the backpack weighed in at 27 pounds or 12.3 kilos. And after a very long layover with two unnecessary trips between the terminals, it did end up feeling heavy on my back. And being a tall guy, it pushed in on my lower back, causing a bit of discomfort. However, considering the weight, it was manageable for several hours. The boxy build of the bag also made it pretty convenient to store it in overhead bins of United Airlines Airbus A320, their Boeing 767 and their Boeing 777. The only time I couldn't put it in the overhead bin was on the Embraer E190, where I was the last person to board and there simply wasn't any room left. There I put the bag under the seat in front of me and it fit with absolutely no problem. When I traveled on the train, I kept the bag on my lap, not because it was crowded, just because the bag was comfortable to lean my head on. In conclusion, The Besnfoto Rolltop Backpack looks nice, it feels nice, and after a couple of outings locally, after traveling overseas with it, there are absolutely no quality issues. The only thing that didn't work for me is the inconvenience of the top compartment for traveling. It can be messy when you just want to grab something on the quick, but when I was out doing some bird photography, the single compartment was fine. I didn't need much out of it, and what I did need was easy enough to get out. In my opinion, this is a good backpack for the hobby photographer. It will serve you well and you won't regret this purchase. Thank you for watching my follow-up video of the Besnfoto Rolltop Camera Backpack. I hope you liked it, I hope you got something from it, and if you don't mind, hit the like, and until next time, enjoy your weekends.